Stop trusting your kids with strangers. You will never leave your purse that has expensive jewelries and lots of cash in it with somebody you don't trust. So why leave your kids with strangers? The video I'm going to show you is the reason why you should stop trusting just anybody with your kids. Protect your kids at all costs. Let's take a look.
Y'all, so I don't know if y'all seen this video that's going on TikTok. This lady, she was talking about how you supposed to watch your kids and you can't trust your kids with everybody. So my best friend saw me the video, and the lady was talking about how the neighbors below them had already left, like they had moved out or whatever. So they has these new neighbors, and so they end up, going upstairs because they had saw that she had a son. So she goes upstairs and say, hey, my son is having a birthday party this weekend. I know that your son is the same age as my son, and I would love for you guys to come. So she said, oh, okay, we'll definitely, come on. She said, we're new to the area, so we don't know anybody, so we're trying to make friends. This is what the new neighbors are saying downstairs. So the lady was like, okay. So what happened is they start hearing the music, I guess that Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, they start hearing the music, and so they end up coming upstairs and knocked on the door and say, hey, just let you know that the party is going on. She said, yeah, I heard the music downstairs. And she was like, so are you guys ready to come? And she said, well, no, I'm still cleaning up, plus I'm waiting for my husband. She said, well, you can come downstairs. Have your son come downstairs so he can already start making friends, and when you're finished cleaning, come downstairs and join us. So she thought about it. She said, you know what, why not? My son is already ready to go down there, ready to have fun. So she said, okay, we'll be down there shortly. So she decided to go downstairs after, her son had been down there for a while. She knocks on the door. Nobody comes to the door, but she still hear the music. So she said maybe her son is like having a good time, enjoying everything. So she comes back upstairs, and after she does that, her husband comes home. He said, hey, where's my son? He's like, he's downstairs. He was like, are you ready to go? She's like, yes, I was just waiting for you. So they go downstairs, they knock on the door, they hear the music, but nobody answers the door. So the husband's like, something's not right. It should have been the mom, but anyway, they call the police. The police come, knock on the door, goes in because nobody answered. And then what ended up happening, they go to the back room, y'all. They open up the door and find her son unalive. They had took all his organs out, and they don't even know who these neighbors were. My thing is, you have to be careful who you trust with your kids. I don't even have kids, and guess what? You can't take my child nowhere. If I don't know you personally, you're not going to take my child. Even family members, sorry to say, it's some family members I would not leave a kid with in my family because something's not right. Women have an intuition, and you need to listen to that. I don't give a damn what they want to do. If it's my kid, you're not going. Call me mean. Call me whatever, but you won't call my child unalive because I'm going to make sure they're safe at all costs. So my message to you is, please stop trusting everybody with your kid.
Your children are like the purse that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. They are valuable. They are precious. And so they deserve all the protection and care. They are unfortunately very bad people living around us. And so you should never trust them with your children. It doesn't matter if they have the kindest smile. It doesn't matter if they are people you trust. It doesn't matter if they are family or longtime friends. No matter what is said, stop trusting people with your kids. I know you can't always be with your children, but you need to be alert and stop trusting people completely with your children. Let's listen to more experiences. I'll come back to drop my thoughts. Make sure to subscribe and drop what you think in the comments.
It's a lot of things that black families don't talk about and don't even want to touch on, you know what I'm saying? As a 5-year-old child, I was being molested by my uncle, my mother's baby brother. Somebody I loved and I trusted, and somebody she loved and trusted to watch me every night while she going to work. You hear me? And then it's like, damn, you grow resentment to your parents because it's like, you don't see a change in me, you don't see that I'm different. I'm not as outgoing. You don't see that I'm closed off now. I'm only 5 years old. I'm staying in my room. I don't want to play with my toys. I don't want to go outside and play with the dogs no more. Understand? Watch y'all children, bro. Like, from my heart, watch your babies. I don't give a fuck who that man is, my nigga. I don't care who he is or what part he play in your life. Not saying, like, judge your brothers or judge men in your family, but I'm saying just keep a close eye on your babies. Because what matters more? You know what I'm saying? That long-term damage that child gonna fucking deal with by being touched at a young age.
Be careful who you let your kids be around, and be careful who you let be around your kids. My wife and I were having a one-on-one, a heart-to-heart this weekend, and we were talking about like why we are so overprotective of our girls. It may seem like we're just helicopter parents and we don't want them being taken off into some room to play with the rest of the kids. She was letting me know she knows that she sounds like a butthole to people when she tells them, I don't want you to take my child out of my sight. And I let her know I agree with that 100%. I'm the same way. Our fear is not of somebody like physically harming our children. Our fear is the concept of like introducing something to your child's mind that you don't want them to be introduced to. What you call an impact event, when you experience or you learn something new that's just so radical to you, it changes your life. And I remember being taught vividly by this young girl that was a part of our church. what, in her words, bumping is. How we should, instead of playing on the trampoline, as we told our parents we were going to do, we should go and bump. So her and her sister are on the trampoline with me and my male cousin, and her younger sister is just like, yeah, we should go and do this. We should go and bump. Me being the curious one, I'm like, I want to find out what this bumping is. My cousin, on the other hand, he ran into the house and he was like, I don't want to have no parts of it. So we went up on our own. She explained to me further what you're supposed to do when you bump, and we began to do that. It's not what I know it is today. It was just clothes on grinding. Either way, it introduced me to something that I had never known about, and I enjoyed it. And from that moment on, I began to seek more activities like that she showed me, until I grew an unhealthy obsession with it. I'm still fighting with till this day. But it all stemmed from, we're about to go outside and play on the trampoline unsupervised. I'm just expecting to go outside and play on the trampoline, do flips, and act like I'm a Power Ranger, as I always did, never knowing that I'm about to have a life-changing experience. Do I fault my parents? Do I fault the adults in my life that could have prevented this by supervising this? No, I don't. And I'm glad that I'm not one to point fingers at somebody and say, sure, fault. One thing that I've learned through just talking with my parents is that this is a spirit that just so happens to be attached to my family. This is something that I can without a doubt say has affected both of my parents, all of my siblings at some point in some way in our life. So after finding that out and realizing that, I came to the conclusion that this is our generational battle, and somebody at some point has to put a stop to it. So if that means not letting my children out of my sight, then so be it. I ask my oldest daughter all the time, has anybody ever done anything to you that you don't want them to do to you? And she's been very honest and straight up with me. I'm taking this moment now to let other parents know it don't matter if you're a laid back, chill parent who ain't all up in your child's grill. If you are hovering over them and protecting them from ideas and experiences that are going to be life-changing experiences to them, do that. I'm just trying to be the cool parent who ain't all up in their business. You could be protecting them from a life-changing situation. Learn how to be open and actually have conversations with your children so they feel welcome to talk to you about anything that they're dealing with. Your children should not be afraid to talk to you. They should not be afraid to tell you what's on their mind, what they dealt with, situations that they're struggling with mentally. Those suppressed emotions in childhood come out in adulthood in some of the most terrible ways. Y'all stay prayed up out here, man.
Quit allowing your child to stay at everybody's house. You can't trust the parents. You can't trust the other kids. You can't trust the other friends of the kids. You can't trust nobody. Nobody will watch your child like you. All it takes is for one person to touch your child, and your child will be messed up.
You cannot love the baby and hate the mother. No, you can't. Away with that negativity. You don't like me, you cannot like my baby. Oh, baby, oh. Back off. Back off. Take several seats at the back. You cannot love my baby and hate me. It's not possible. It's not. Can I have the baby? But you're giving me a bad eye. In your mind, you're killing me. Want to carry my baby, that you transfer evil. All my death. God forbid. It will not happen. Stay away. If you don't like me, stay away from me.
If they don't like you, they don't like your kids. So be very careful about who you let around your kids.
Monsters are real, and monsters hide in plain sight. How would I know? Because my 5-year-old daughter was SA'd by a monster. Her father. Today I am going to share 3 things that these predators like to do. Like I said, they hide in plain sight. So these things may look as normal, but they're not. The first thing is predators like to sit children, toddlers, babies directly on their private parts when holding them. No man should hold a child directly on their private parts. They should hold them on one leg or the other. This is a way that these sickos like to get self-gratifications. A lot of people that are predators, they get off on doing things in front of people that seem to be normal and get away with it. It's like a adrenaline rush for them. Number 2 is tickling. Predators love to tickle children and babies because this is a form of disrespecting their boundaries. To see how much they can get away with crossing children's boundaries. For instance, predators like to tickle children all over their body, including their private parts. And they like to not listen to no. So when a child says no, stop, they won't stop. They like to tickle them under their clothes. And this could seem normal because this is a normal thing that people do. But predators like to do normal things, like I said, right in front of your face and get away with it. Believe it or not, a lot of children, toddlers, babies are SA'd in front of other people because we don't think that these predators are that way. We don't think that our family members, our friends, the people that we love are that way. For instance, sometimes sharing covers can be another thing that predators like to do and go underneath the covers. Or if you walk away for a second, then they're touching them inappropriately, or under the table, sticking their foot or their hand on their leg and things of that sort. And you would never guess it because guess what? You don't look at these individuals that way. And that's why they get away with it, because they prey on people thinking that they are good people. Number 3 is a common tactic that I see a lot of men using is wrestling. They like to wrestle the child in uncomfortable positions, putting their private part against their butt, ox, or against other areas. And this could come across as normal while looking in on the outside in. But predators, like I said, they love doing normal things. While you're looking at it as it's normal, the kid is being essayed right in front of you. They're being put in uncomfortable positions, and we look at things like, oh, they're just playing, they're just roughhousing, they're just having fun. But no, definitely look at how a person is wrestling with the child and what kind of positions are they putting the child in, and is the kid okay with the things and the boundaries that are being crossed. So those are the 3 things that could come across as normal that predators love to do. Please stop telling your children that monsters are not real, because they are. Monsters are our friends, are our family, are our loved ones, are our doctors, are our police officers, are our dentists, are people that we love and we care about and we trust. And the reason they're getting away with these things is because we believe that they aren't monsters. I want to educate mothers and parents and people that love children to trust no one around your children, and watch everything they do. Justice for love.
When you go places with your children, you need to have your eyes on them, because anything can happen within seconds. Even if your kids feel comfortable with them, you still need to keep your eyes on your children. These bad guys do everything possible to make your children feel comfortable around them. They are working non-stop to gain your children's trust. So you also need to be at alert. Let your mind be at alert non-stop in finding out their schemes. They make your children so comfortable that they won't express anything that is going on with you. You have to stay at alert and stop trusting people with your children. It doesn't matter how close you are with the host. It doesn't matter the status the host has in the community where you live. If you feel it is toxic, don't let them go. If you're not going to be there watching your kids, do not let them go. You have to keep your eyes on them at all times. Let the kids call you strict. They will find out why you do that when they grow up. This is a very serious issue. You do not leave your kids with anybody. It doesn't matter whether they are relatives. It doesn't matter if they are your friends. It doesn't matter whether they are your pastor, somebody you look up to. It's always those people close to you that do the most hurtful things to your children. The video we just saw last, it was the child's father who touched her in places that shouldn't be touched. Hurtful things to her. So it's always your close relatives. The devil is not always outside. They are within. Your child should never feel like they will be punished if they ever open up to you. Many people are going through mommy issues or daddy issues because of this. Your child should feel safe with you. You have failed as a parent if your child cannot confide in you. Pay attention to your kids. A child who was once lively, bubbly, going out to play, and is suddenly withdrawn, you need to check what is going on. You need to pay attention, be observant. It is possible that that child is going through things that they are unable to share with you. Pay attention to your kids. Listen to them. As a mom or dad, you can still be strict, yet understanding. Stop leaving your kids with just anybody. Have conversations with them. If your child says they don't want to be with somebody, let them. If your child says they're not comfortable around that preacher, or that family member, or that stranger, or that teacher, or that neighbor, listen to them. If your gut tells you that there's something not right with someone, cut access with that person. Don't let them stay around your kids. Trust your intuition. It just takes one experience to traumatize your child for life. Just one experience. Even if that person is your favorite sibling, even if that person is your favorite whatsoever, you like them, but they are not good to your kids. Even if that person treats you nicely as a mother, it could be your new fiance. Your kid don't want them. Get to know why your kids don't want them, and you will find out the truth. Protect your children. Some of the things these bad people do is lie against your children. When they notice that your child is going to expose them, they lie against your children. Stop believing strangers above your kids. If you've taught your children to speak the truth at all times, then you would know that your child is saying the truth. Parents get to punish their children and please strangers. The first person you want to impress is your children, not strangers. Before punishing your child, dig deeper to know what exactly happened. It's possible that family member is lying against your child. Trust your kids. Listen to them. Believe your kid. Believe your child when they speak up. You've known that person for over 30 years. Doesn't make them good people. You've known them since you were born. Doesn't mean that they are good for your children. That person you are trusting because you've known them for so long and they probably have reputation of being a good person, yet your child is not comfortable around him or her. That is the person you should beware of and protect your child from. You don't know what happens behind closed doors. And when your child tells you those things, take action immediately, because it is your child today. It can be someone else tomorrow. What do you think, guys? If you're an adult watching this, have you ever had an experience where you had to protect yourself? And if you have children, have there been situations where you had to protect your child from these bad people? Be it a family member, be it a preacher. Share your experience in the comment section. All opinion is welcome. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. If someone came to your mind while you watched this video, share this video to them, like and subscribe. You're going to see a couple of thumbnails. Click on anyone that interests you so that you can see more of my videos. Stay tuned for more videos. If this is your first time watching, my name is Vikadi. Returning viewers, you all are the best. First time too, thank you all for watching to the end. I'll see you all again in my next one.